Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I wasn't expecting to do this video. I was hoping to release another one soon, but this has kind of caught me off guard. So came to do a bit of work the other day, and angle grinder won't work. I've had this thing years now, and it's been bulletproof. So stripped it down, managed to find what the problem was, managed to find a supplier for the parts, and got it up and running again. So really happy with it. Okay, so we know the battery's good, so if we just test in the angle grinder now and see what happens. Time to strip down the angle grinder then. So I'm going to pull the front cover off, and we'll just cut to a scene now where everything's off. Okay, so here we go with the cover off. So angle grinder, at the end of the day, it's a battery, a switch, a motor. It's DC, it's not variable speed, so it's on and off. There isn't much to it. So we got 18 volts coming out of the battery, through the two prongs here, into a micro switch, into a motor, turns the motor on and off. We've got a safety interlock, so you've got to have both hands on it, one hand gripping it, you're not just putting it down on a counter and it's starting up on its own. So there really isn't much to it. Now, let's be honest, Ryobi's a good make. So what we need to do is we need to look at the components that are in use most of the time. So what are they? The battery. We prove the battery works, so we put it in the drill. Next to the trigger switch. Quite easy test to do. So we just need to go from one of the battery prongs. So 5 goes from the terminal box straight into the motor. The neutral is switched. Quite a simple test. Multimeter, any multimeter will do, obviously this is a fluke. Put it on continuity, test on the battery compartment. We can either go, so we can go straight on the battery compartment. Trying to do this with one hand is great fun. So what we can do is go on the battery terminal, go straight to the motor, so we know that's the other side of the switch, or we can go to there if we want. Well, we can prove that that leads to there, but doesn't lead to there. Okay, from there, we know that that goes to there. Okay, so what we can do, we can go straight from there to there, proving that the switch isn't working at the moment. Obviously it won't do at the moment because we're not pressing it. So the next test is to press it. Not sure how well this will work because you're right on my chin right now. So if we press this. So if we press the switch in and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, we're getting absolutely nothing. So that proves that the switch isn't working. Now that might not be the only fault, there might be other faults in there, but that is going to be quite a common fault. That switch is being pressed on and off. Imagine this is 6-year-old, this has probably been used thousands and thousands of times. Switches like this have a maximum number of switches they can do before they break. Most manufacturers rate it for a relay be 10,000 times, 100,000 times. Depending on the manufacturer, it's different numbers. So that is our most common problem. Now there's a dead easy fix. Well, dead easy fix for that. Obviously, replace the micro switch. Should be fairly cheap. We can find that no problem. But we can prove that by basically bridging these two contacts here, which will bypass the switch, effectively saying that the grinder is on. So I went on the Ryobi UK website, registered my grind with the type and the serial number, quite straightforward. That's what gave me the circuit diagram which we've just seen in the previous scene. From there I was able to find the authorised repair centres in the UK, which gave me CJ Sinclair. Now, quick Google search brought on the website, and from there I was able to get the contact details. Now they've got quite a good online service. They were able to identify the parts. This video isn't sponsored by CJ Sinclair's, it's just these are the first people I came to on the Ryobi website. So the switch arrived 10 days later. They quoted a 14-day delivery, so I was quite happy with that, especially seeing as we're in the middle of a pandemic as well. So Here I am reinstalling it. I just forgot to put the spring in and just noticed it there, so I'm pulling the trigger back out to fit the spring. Okay, so we're all back together. None of the screws are in at the moment, so we've got the switch in. We've got the retaining switch for the trigger there, and the safety catch. So move the safety catch out of the way, and then we can press the trigger. So it should be ready to go. Don't want to put the bolts back in yet. I just need to check which way round the terminals go for the battery. They all look clean as well, which is good. So grab a 1+ battery. See, we've got 2 terminals here, plus minus. Not sure what that one does yet, in fairness. So battery goes in this way. So we've got one at the positive at the bottom, black on the top, which is fairly straightforward, which is good. So I'll put that cover on there temporarily, just for a quick test before we screw it all back together and find out it doesn't work. Alright, stick the battery in. The question is, does it run? There we go. One very quick, easy repair on a Ryobi grinder. Let's get the screws back in. There we go, one fully rebuilt, repaired angle grinder. It sounds a bit noisy to me though, so I'm going to check the gearbox out, see if we need any grease in there.